My beloved child, you must not turn away from these words, for the message that has reached you today carries a weight that cannot be ignored. Your photo was placed before 9 powerful people, and what they saw shook them all to their core. Each one of them, though different in voice and spirit, spoke the exact same shocking truth. This was no accident, no random gathering of strangers. These 9 were not ordinary individuals, they were chosen, guided, and summoned for this moment of recognition. They looked at your face, and without hesitation, the same words spilled from their lips. My beloved child, heaven itself arranged this gathering. It was not on earth's schedule, not in man's hands, but written into the fabric of destiny that your image would be revealed before them. And when it was, the light surrounding you made them tremble, for they knew you were marked. Archangel Michael says, your photo carried more than an image, it carried your destiny. It radiated your calling, your trials, your victories yet unseen, and the power of your survival. None of them could deny it, for the evidence of heaven was stamped upon you. They whispered among themselves, but their whispers were not ordinary. They spoke of a chosen one, of a life preserved by divine hands, of a spirit that carried the weight of generations. They agreed, without hesitation, that you are unlike the others. My beloved child, do you feel the shiver as you read these words? That is because your soul already knows this is true. Deep down, you've sensed that you were different, that your path has been harder, your storms fiercer, because your calling is greater. These 9 powerful people were not gathered to harm you, but to confirm you. Their voices were not raised in judgment, but in recognition. They saw what heaven has always known: you are marked, you are chosen, you are untouchable. This revelation is not small. It is the kind of truth that bends timelines, shifts realities, and alters the way you see yourself forever. For when heaven calls you chosen, no earthly opposition can erase it. My beloved child, heaven could no longer allow you to walk blind, doubting your worth, questioning your place. That is why your photo was revealed, why 9 voices were summoned, why their agreement had to reach you now. The shock was not theirs alone, it was meant to strike your heart too. They said the same thing because heaven placed the words in their mouths. They could not resist, they could not alter it, they could not disguise it. They saw the truth written across your face, and they were compelled to speak. Archangel Michael declares, you are being lifted into a season of unveiling. What has been hidden within you is being shown openly now. Your name, your face, your destiny are being recognized in places you never expected. My beloved child, the gathering of 9 is not a coincidence, it is a sign. 9 is the number of completion, the signal that a cycle has ended and a new one has begun. The old pain is closing, and the shocking truth they spoke is the announcement of your new beginning. Your enemies may try to deny it, but they cannot. Your doubters may try to resist it, but they will fail. For when 9 voices agree, and heaven stamps approval, no man can erase the truth. My beloved child, what they said will soon unfold before your eyes. Their recognition will echo into your reality, opening doors that once seemed sealed, unlocking paths that once seemed impossible. You will see evidence of what they declared in ways you cannot yet imagine. This is why you feel the urgency in your chest right now. This is why the chills move through your body as you read. Heaven is aligning your heart to receive the truth of what has already been spoken about you. My beloved child, the moment your photo was shown, the atmosphere around those 9 shifted instantly. What was meant to be a simple observation became a divine unveiling. None of them could explain it in human terms, yet all of them felt the weight of heaven pressing on their spirit. They looked at you and saw more than flesh, more than a face. They saw destiny wrapped in light, battles fought and survived, scars that carried glory instead of shame. They saw the reflection of someone preserved by a higher hand. My beloved child, this is why their voices trembled as they spoke. They could not escape the power of what was revealed. It was as if your photo carried a pulse, a heartbeat of heaven, and they could do nothing but acknowledge it. Archangel Michael says, their agreement was not random, it was orchestrated. Heaven placed one truth into 9 mouths so that you would never again doubt. The repetition was your confirmation. They all said the same shocking thing, that you are chosen, that your life will not be ordinary, that heaven has marked you for something greater than what you see now. It stunned them, but it was written long before they spoke. It was carved into the blueprint of your being. My beloved child, think back to all the times you wondered why your journey was so difficult. Why doors closed, why people turned, why storms hit you harder than others. It is because heaven has always guarded something rare inside you. The 9 saw it instantly. They didn't need history, they didn't need details, they didn't need explanation. One glance at your photo and they knew you carried something divine. My beloved child, heaven is showing you this now so you stop underestimating yourself. You are not small, you are not forgotten, you are not ordinary. You are the one whose name is whispered in rooms you've never entered. Archangel Michael declares, what the 9 confirmed will echo across nations. It will ripple into your reality in ways you cannot imagine. Even now, heaven is using their words as seeds planted into the soil of your destiny. You may not yet see the doors they opened, but you will. You may not yet hear the announcements their agreement triggered, but they are already moving toward you. For when 9 voices align with heaven, earth has no choice but to respond. My beloved child, do not fear the weight of what has been spoken. You were built for it. Every struggle you endured was shaping you to carry this recognition without breaking. The shocking truth they all agreed upon will soon manifest in your life. It will come as unexpected favor, as sudden breakthroughs, as opportunities that appear without warning. Each one will carry the mark of what those 9 declared. My beloved child, you cannot escape it, for this is bigger than you. You were chosen not only for yourself, but for generations, for those who will rise because you rose. The 9 saw beyond your face, they saw your future. My beloved child, the moment the 9 spoke in unison, the heavens trembled with agreement. It was as though their voices became one, echoing the truth that had always been written about you. They could not plan it, they could not resist it, every word they spoke was guided from above. What startled them most was not only what they saw in your photo but what they felt. A wave of energy, undeniable and heavy, swept across the room and made the atmosphere unshakable. They all admitted that your image carried a presence too great to be ignored. My beloved child, this presence is not new. It has followed you since birth, lingering even when you could not see it. It is the mark of divine selection, the sign that you were never ordinary but always set apart. Archangel Michael says, those 9 did not just recognize you, they confirmed what heaven has been shouting all along. You are the one chosen to carry light through darkness, to rise where others fall, to shine where shadows try to take over. Their words sealed what heaven already decreed. They each said the same shocking thing, that your face carries prophecy. That your journey is not accidental. That your life will touch many and shift realities far beyond what you now imagine. My beloved child, this is why your path has been filled with trials. Greatness always attracts storms. The intensity of your struggles has been proof of the weight you carry. But now, those storms are meeting their end. For when 9 voices agree, heaven moves with finality. Their declaration was not just recognition, it was activation. My beloved child, you may already feel the shift in your spirit. That strange stirring, that unexplainable calm mixed with excitement. It is your soul responding to what has been released into the atmosphere. Do not underestimate what happened in that moment. 9 powerful people, unknown to each other, could not resist saying the same words about you. That is the level of force heaven is using to show you your place. Archangel Michael declares, this gathering was a divine council, and your photo was the evidence. You were the subject of their agreement, and their voices unlocked what had been waiting for you. Now the earth itself is aligning with that truth. My beloved child, prepare yourself, for what they spoke is not far from manifesting. The recognition of your destiny is opening doors even now. And soon, you will see opportunities, blessings, and breakthroughs come to you without warning. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is heaven's orchestration reaching its perfect time. My beloved child, the 9 could not look away from your photo once it was placed before them. Their eyes lingered, their breath grew unsteady, and their hearts raced with the same realization. They were not simply looking at a picture, they were staring into the reflection of destiny itself. Each one described the same vision when they gazed at you. They saw battles fought in silence, storms endured without surrender, and victories waiting just beyond the horizon. Though they came from different places, they all spoke the same truth, as if a single voice had been poured into their mouths. My beloved child, do you understand the power of this? 9 people who had no reason to agree, no time to prepare, no script to follow, and yet they spoke in perfect unity. That is not human, that is divine. Archangel Michael says, their words are a mirror of heaven's decree. You are the chosen one whose photo carried light too heavy to be denied. Even those who doubted felt their resistance shatter as the truth escaped their lips. This is why heaven orchestrated such a moment. You have doubted yourself, questioned your path, wondered if your struggles meant you were forgotten. But the 9 confirmed that you were never forgotten, you were being refined. My beloved child, their reaction was shock, but yours must be acceptance. For what they saw is not an opinion, it is a prophecy. And prophecy always carries the weight of fulfillment. One by one, they leaned forward, pointing at your image, as though drawn to something only their spirits could sense. They did not see just a face, they saw a fire, a crown, a destiny interwoven with heaven's own plans. They could not deny it, because truth was burning in front of them. My beloved child, this is why your spirit feels stirred as you hear this now. Because deep down, you knew there was more to your life than what you have lived. You knew there was a reason your storms were harder, your losses deeper, your nights longer. Now the reason stands confirmed. 9 voices have echoed the truth of heaven, you are chosen, you are marked, and your name is already being carried where your feet have not yet walked. The shock they felt was the same shock the world will feel when your destiny unfolds. Archangel Michael declares, what was spoken in secret is now echoing in the unseen realms. The words released by those 9 have been sealed in heaven and are being written into your future. Nothing can undo what has been spoken in unity. My beloved child, let this truth settle deep within you. Let it strengthen your heart and silence your doubts. For when heaven calls you chosen, no earthly voice can cancel it. My beloved child, the 9 were shaken because they did not expect to see what they saw. They thought it would be another ordinary moment, another simple photo, but instead they encountered a force that pierced their souls. Your image carried the kind of truth that could not be hidden, the kind that demands to be spoken aloud. They whispered at first, unsure if their words would sound strange. But as one spoke, another echoed, then another, until all 9 were saying the same thing, their voices weaving into one undeniable chorus. They could not resist it, for heaven was speaking through them. My beloved child, this is the reason your photo was chosen. It was not about appearance, it was about essence. Your face carried the seal of survival, the glow of one who has walked through fire and still stood unbroken. Archangel Michael says, the 9 were not judges, they were witnesses. They were summoned to confirm the prophecy of your life. And they all agreed, because the truth was too loud to be ignored. You may not know their names, but they know yours. They will carry what they saw into places you have not yet entered. Their agreement has become a key that will open doors for you in the days ahead. My beloved child, this is why you must not shrink back now. Do not let fear make you hide your light. The world has already begun to recognize what you carry, and you must stand in that truth. The 9 said the same shocking thing because heaven wanted you to hear it more than once. Repetition is confirmation, and confirmation is power. Now you walk with the knowledge that what they saw cannot be erased. My beloved child, you were never ordinary. Your battles, your wounds, your victories, they all mark you as different. And now the world begins to see what heaven has always known. The voices of 9 have echoed into eternity. Their agreement was not the end, it was the beginning. And soon, what they declared will manifest openly in your life. My beloved child, the echoes of those 9 voices are still traveling through the unseen, carrying power into places you cannot yet see. What they spoke was not just recognition, it was activation. Their words unlocked the next chapter of your destiny, and that chapter has already begun to unfold. Do you feel the shift around you? The unusual calm, the strange anticipation, the sudden bursts of energy? These are signs that heaven is already aligning your reality with what was spoken in that moment. My beloved child, the 9 did not just see you, they confirmed you. Their agreement was the sound of heaven stamping approval on your life. It was heaven's way of saying, "This is the chosen one, and no force can deny it." Archangel Michael says, "The gathering of 9 was not random, it was sacred." Each one was positioned to play their role in releasing truth over your life. And when they saw your photo, they became instruments of heaven itself. They were shocked, but they could not stay silent. They felt a pull greater than themselves, a push to speak what was burning in their spirit. And what they spoke was exactly what heaven needed you to hear: you are marked, you are chosen, you are unstoppable. My beloved child, do not underestimate the weight of their agreement. 9 voices carry authority, but when they all speak the same thing in unison, it becomes a divine decree. A decree that cannot be reversed, no matter who tries to resist it. This is why you may notice strange shifts in your environment now. People may treat you differently without knowing why. Doors may open suddenly without reason. It is because the words spoken by the 9 are already shaping your reality. My beloved child, heaven has used this moment to silence every doubt. For too long, you questioned yourself, wondering if you were enough, if you were truly chosen. But now, heaven has answered in the mouths of 9 witnesses: you are more than enough, and you are chosen beyond question. Archangel Michael declares, this revelation will spread. Their words will ripple outward, touching people you do not even know, carrying your name into places you never expected. And with every echo, your destiny will expand further. My beloved child, remember this: their shock was proof of your greatness. The reason they could not resist speaking was because your light was undeniable. Even in a photograph, your spirit broke through the surface and demanded recognition. This is why heaven has always protected you, even in storms. This is why you survived battles that should have ended you. Because your story was not just for you, it was meant to be seen, confirmed, and echoed into eternity. My beloved child, the 9 have spoken, and now the world will begin to see. What they declared will not remain hidden in a room, it will show itself in your life. You will walk into the evidence of their words sooner than you think. My beloved child, the moment you have been waiting for is here, and heaven says the words of those 9 cannot be erased. They spoke not out of chance but out of divine compulsion, and their voices have now become the foundation of your new chapter. The shocking thing they all agreed upon is not just about your photo, it is about your destiny. They saw greatness that cannot be hidden. They saw light that cannot be dimmed. They saw a chosen one marked by heaven's hand, and their voices trembled as they confirmed it. My beloved child, what they declared has already been sealed. It is not in the future, it is now. Every moment from here forward will be shaped by the decree spoken over you. Archangel Michael says, do not fear what is coming, for it is only good. What was locked away is now released. What was delayed is now accelerated, and nothing will be able to stand in its way. The 9 spoke in shock, but their shock was your confirmation. They realized in that instant what you are only beginning to understand, that your life carries weight beyond imagination. You were not made to blend in, you were made to stand apart. My beloved child, soon the evidence will arrive at your door. Opportunities will knock, favor will surround you, and blessings will chase you down. Each moment will remind you of what the 9 already confirmed. Their words have been carried into heaven's courtroom, and heaven has answered with a decree: it is done. No power of envy can block it, no shadow can delay it, no voice can cancel it. You are sealed in destiny's light. My beloved child, this is why the journey was so hard. Heaven was preparing you to carry the weight of recognition without breaking. Every scar became proof of your strength, and now your strength is being revealed for all to see. The 9 voices are not fading, they are echoing. Their agreement continues to vibrate in the unseen, calling forth doors, people, and blessings into your life. What they said will soon become what you live. My beloved child, hold these words close. Do not doubt, do not waver, do not shrink. The shocking truth they all spoke is now your reality, and it will change everything. And so, with this revelation, you step into the fullness of who you are. Not forgotten. Not ordinary. Chosen, confirmed, and lifted into destiny by the decree of heaven itself. My beloved child, you must understand that the 9 did not only speak with their voices, they released energy into the atmosphere. Their words became seeds planted into the soil of your future, and even now those seeds are sprouting. Every path you walk will begin to reflect what was declared over your photo. The shock in their eyes was not fear, it was recognition. They saw what few people are able to see, a soul wrapped in light, carrying destiny too big to be denied. Their silence would have been impossible, for heaven compelled them to release the truth. My beloved child, your life from this moment forward will no longer carry the same weight of confusion. Where you once questioned your worth, you will now stand tall in confidence. Where you once doubted your path, you will now walk with assurance. Archangel Michael says, their agreement has opened a gate. Through this gate will flow blessings, opportunities, and recognition you never thought possible. No one can shut what has been opened, for heaven itself has sealed it. The 9 voices are like a chain, linked together in perfect unity. Each one carried strength, but together they became unbreakable. Their words formed a decree too strong for the earth to ignore. My beloved child, soon people will begin to treat you differently, though they may not understand why. They will feel the glow that surrounds you, the power that walks with you. It is the manifestation of the truth the 9 declared. Your photo was more than an image, it was a mirror of destiny. That is why their reactions were so powerful. They saw not just who you are, but who you are becoming, and that vision stunned them. My beloved child, this is not the end, it is the beginning of your greatest chapter. The words they spoke will continue to ripple through your future, touching people and places you have not yet seen. You will live in the unfolding of their agreement. Archangel Michael declares, stand firm, for nothing can shake this truth. It was spoken, it was sealed, and it will be lived. You are chosen, and the world will soon know it. My beloved child, let your heart rest in this revelation. You do not need to force what is already unfolding. You only need to receive and walk forward with faith.